Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is October 5th, 2025. So, if you guys saw the post that I made yesterday, actually, I made the post on Friday, letting people know about the significance of October 4th, 2025. And while we expected a person to pass away from the black community in the celebrity world. And if you guys are on my Instagram, then you guys saw this post, and I also put it on my YouTube community tab. You guys notice what I wrote up here? I said October 4th, 2025 will be the 277th day of the year, a day with 59 numerology. And of course, 277 is the 59th prime number. And I asked the question, I said, what black celebrity will it be this time? Because every single year around dates with 59 numerology, and especially on the 277th day of the year, we get a black celebrity dead in the headlines. And I knew something was going to happen this year because not only was it the 277th day of the year, but it was also a day with 59 numerology, which is rare for both of those things to come together like that. You know, the day numerology being 59 on the 277th day of the year is very rare. And, a lot of people had a lot of good names. King Richard said Ice Spice because her name equals 59. He was close because, they did have the person that it was Ike Turner Jr., a guy whose name equals 59, as you guys can see right here on the screen. So, yeah, picking somebody with a 59 name was a good guess. Somebody also said Lil Wayne. On my YouTube, other people also had some good suggestions of who it could be. And when I make these posts, it's not that I'm wishing death on anybody, but it's just that this stuff is so repetitive, and I just hope making these posts that maybe people will wake up to realize that this stuff happens every single year, and we are able to catch on because of how repetitive this stuff is. We're able to see it before it even happens. So on my YouTube, people saying Lil Wayne again. I don't know why people want it to be Lil Wayne. Wesley Snipes, Eminem. Yeah, and DJ Hall said they got Ike's son. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people had a lot of good guesses. Lil Wayne, I think I know why people like Lil Wayne, because I think Lil Wayne is I think he's 42 or 43 right now. I forgot how old he is, but he's in the 40 range. But yeah, they got Ike Turner. Ike Turner Jr. passed away, supposedly from kidney failure. This was the headline that came out earlier today. It says there's Ike Turner Jr. dead. Tina Turner and Ike Turner's son dies at the age of 67, and supposedly died a day after turning 67 years old. So his birthday, actually, when I made that post, I did that post on his birthday, on the day he turned 67 years old. So he died. His birthday was on Friday. He died on Saturday, the day after his birthday. And I made that post not knowing it was his birthday, because I didn't know it was going to be him, but I knew it was going to be somebody of black descent in the celebrity world, because this is what happens every single year. Ike Turner Jr. has passed away. The son of Tina Turner and Ike Turner had died of kidney failure. Note that you guys notice how his name is 76 and 59. We know Slave, Negro, Rasta Blues are all 59 and 76. Those numbers come together a lot. But notice kidney failure, which is what they're blaming his death on, is also 76, like Negro, Rasta, Slave, and Blues. This guy probably didn't die from kidney failure. This guy was murdered. Obviously, you guys can see that. They're just blaming it on kidney failure because it has a 76 on it. And keep in mind that C7 is the reflection of 76. But, human sacrifice and blood sacrifice are 67. Name Tina Turner is also 67. We're going to go back because I did a video on Tina Turner and Ike Turner. I looked at both of their deaths and how they were both racial shaming rituals. And I'm going to show you guys how the same numbers that I discussed in that video are the same numbers present in the demise of Ike Turner Jr. It's amazing. I didn't even do a full decode on Ike Turner because once I looked at the Tina Turner demise post that I did a few years ago, I said, wow, look at that. It's the same exact numbers. And this guy died on the 59 ritual. His mother died on the 42nd day of the year back whenever she died. And we know 59 and 42, those numbers get paired together a lot. Remember what they did with Coolio? We'll get into all that stuff, but let me just keep reading what they said, what they're claiming happened to Ike Turner. So it says here that his family member, Tina's niece, Jacqueline Burlock, confirmed the news to TMZ, as well as the cause of death. So looks like Jacqueline is also a doctor. She was able to, the guy died yesterday. She was already able to determine his cause of death. No need for an autopsy. Jacqueline got this. He reportedly dealt with severe heart issues for years, and his health had been declining for some time, including a stroke in early September, per the report. I wonder if he died 38 days after that stroke. I got to look at what date he suffered that stroke. It wouldn't be 38 days ago because September wasn't 38 days ago, but it could have been 28 days ago or 17 days ago. I got to look up to see if I find a date on when he suffered that stroke in September. It is with great sadness that we announce the passing of my cousin, Ike Turner Jr. Jr. was more than a cousin to me, but rather a brother, as we grew up in the same famed household together, she said in a statement via page 6. This last line catches my eye. Tina died in 2023. Of course, she died on the 42nd day of the year. We spoke about that. Ike died in 2007 after a cocaine overdose. Craig died by suicide. I think that was another one of her sons, because she lost 2 sons before she died. So now she lost 3 out of the 4 kids he had. Wow. And Ronnie died of colon cancer. I think colon cancer is another 59 word, isn't it? It is. Colon cancer is 59. In 2002, Ronnie died from colon cancer. So it looks like all of her kids, including her and Ike, they all died in 5942 rituals. All right, so let's go back and look at the death of Tina, and then we'll see what else we can notice with the death of her son now. This is what I want you guys to understand, though. Like, we are predicting this stuff before it happens. I'm putting out the posts. Obviously, we can't pinpoint who they choose because, there's hundreds and hundreds of black celebrities. But was I wrong? I wasn't wrong. We knew a famous black celebrity was going to pass away on October 4th. And look who it was. So legendary singer. So this was 2 years ago. I think I did this on no, actually this was on this channel. So this video is probably still up on my channel. So this was 2 years ago. My other channel got deleted in 2020. So legendary singer Tina Turner dead at 83. Of course, Murder's 83. The song Murder by Numbers came out in 83. We know that. She died 163 days before the 38th annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which took place on November 3rd at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Of course, 163 is the 38th prime number. So she died right before the 38th annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony in 2023 at the age of 83. Of course, Murder's 83 and 38. This is what they do a lot, too. Like, whenever they have these big events, award shows, sometimes it's a Super Bowl, the World Series, members from that profession pass away. So, of course, Tina Turner was I guess you could call her a rock and roll star. She died right before the ceremony, the 38th annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony. And, yeah, like I said, she died on the 42nd day of the year back in 2023. Let's take a look. Look at this. Tina Turner. Death dates. Wait, am I saying this right? Because I don't wait. No, it wasn't her that died on the 42nd day of the year. No. I'm confusing her with Whitney Houston. Oh my God, my bad, you guys. I'm confusing. No. My apologies. It was actually Whitney Houston who died on the 42nd day of the year. Whitney Houston also died in the 42:59 ritual. Tina Turner, she did die on a 42:59 ritual, but it wasn't as it wasn't what I was saying earlier. The reason I was confusing is because of this right here. Where is it? Here it is. This is why I was confusing it. So Ronnie Turner, he died 42 days after his birthday. That's why I thought it was. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's start over. So Tina Turner, yeah, I remember this because this wasn't that long ago. I remember doing a video on her. Oh yes, okay. So she died right before that. Okay, so her husband Ike, he died December 12th, 2007, and he died at the age of 76. And now his son is dead at 67. Right, the reflection. Of course, Negro Rasta Slave Blues are all 76. The name Ike Turner Jr. is also 76. I think he's also Ike Turner Jr. If I'm not mistaken. I think the other one is Ike Turner the third, but they named him Ike Turner Jr. And he died 163 days before Tina Turner's birthday. Wait, I gotta make sure I'm saying this right. Hold on. Cause I don't want to make mistakes here. Cause okay, I see it. So look at that, man. They sacrificed Tina Turner on the most perfect date. Okay, so let's go back. So like I said, she died May 24th, 2023. She died 163 days before the rock and roll ceremony, the 38th annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which was on November 3rd, 2023. She died 163 days before that ceremony. Again, 163 is the 38th prime number. Death, murder, killing, RIP are all 38. Now, Ike, who died December 12th, she died 163 days after his death anniversary. And that's the 38th prime number. And she died at the age of 83. And murder is 83 and 38. So I just want to make sure that I say this correctly, because these people died a few years ago. So it's not fresh in my mind. And that's why, I was confusing her with Whitney Houston. And, there's probably a lot more similarities with her death and Tina and Whitney Houston's, because, they like to do that a lot. Black singers, they like to, their rituals somehow they are connected numerically. They do that a lot with these singers, especially big names like Tina Turner and Whitney Houston. But the 42 comes in with her son Ronnie Turner, who died December 8th, 2023. He died from complications of colon cancer. Of course, colon cancer is a 59 word, like we saw. And he died at the age of 62 with sacrifices 62. And according to this, he died 167 days before. Well, his mother died 167 days after his death anniversary. And her son Ronnie Turner passed away last year on December 8th. And notice below, it was 167 days before Tina Turner's death, the 39th prime number. The name Ronnie's 39, like Turner, right? Ronnie and Turner are both 39, and his mother died 167 days after he did, the 39th prime number. And, his mother was also born in the year 39. And another for the Jesuit connection with her death, she died 187 days before her 84th birthday. We know Society of Jesus 187. Society of Jesus is also 83, like her age of death. But Jesuit is 84. Jesuit Order is 84. Of course, United States of America is 84. This was a big American Idol icon who passed away on that day. Um, and yeah, of course, she died on the 144th day of the year. They were 72 numerology. Of course, Jesuit order is 144 and 72. Notice Ronnie Turner is also 72, like Jesuit order. That was her son, who died 167 days before she did. And yeah, Ronnie Turner died 42 days after his birthday. So that's why I thought, I was confusing Turner with Whitney Houston. But Whitney Houston did die on the 42nd day of the year, and Whitney Houston died on a big black shaming ritual as well. But the reason I was saying that, the same numbers in Ike Turner Jr.'s death are gonna showed up in the Tina Turner decode is because notice how human sacrifice and Tina Turner connect. Human sacrifice is 130 and 67. The name Tina Turner is 130 and 67, and now her son is dead a day after his 67th birthday, on the 277th day of the year, the 59th prime number, on the day of 59 numerology. And you guys see the 86 in human sacrifice? Hold on. Let me zoom out. You see the 86 right here? Ike Turner died December 12th, 2007, and she died exactly 806 weeks later. Human sacrifice is 86, like blood sacrifice. December 12th, 2007. That was the day Ike Turner passed away, December 12th, 2007, at the age of 76. And Tina Turner died 806 weeks after he did. And human sacrifice is 86. Of course, her husband, at the time of her death, it wasn't Ike Turner, it was actually Erwin Bach. Notice he died at 67. I think that was her. I don't think he's dead. She died while he's 67 years old. That's what I mean. And she died 121 days after his birthday, and blood sacrifice is 121 and 67. So she died 121 days after her current husband's 67th birthday. And the name Erwin Bach is 83, like her age of death. That's why it's important to write all this stuff, because otherwise I'll be all over the place. And here's the 201. Turner is known as the best vocalist in rock history and a high-energy performer, earning her nickname the Queen of Rock and Roll. Born Anne Mae Burlock, she began singing with guitarist and singer Ike Turner in 1957. And Queen of Rock and Roll equals 201 and 84, like Jesuit order, like the Jesuit order. So she's known as the Queen of Rock and Roll. And for one more fun fact, she released her autobiography 42 days before her birthday. For another 42. Okay. So, now her son is dead. And let's just measure from her death. (5/24/2023). 864 days later, now her son is dead. On the day leaving 88 days left in the year. The thing about 88, him dying from, heart failure? Poison is 88. Arsenic poison is 88. What is it? Arsenic poisoning is 88. That's what it is. Maybe that's what they use to kill him. Maybe. Jesuits, they like that. They like that. On 10/4, huh? What a surprise. Yeah, but Whitney Houston, yeah, I was confusing Whitney Houston with Tina Turner in the beginning of the video. But Whitney Houston died on February 11th, and yeah, she died on the 42nd day of the year. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure if I look into the death of Whitney Houston and Tina Turner and look for the connections, there's gonna be plenty of them because they do that a lot with these singers, with these American singers who pass away prematurely. Even though Tina Turner was 83, but Whitney Houston was very young, 48 years old. Actually, what I can do is I can just real quick just take a look at how many days after Tina Turner's birthday she passed away. November 26th is her birthday, and Whitney Houston died in 2012 on 2/11. She died 77 days after Tina Turner's birthday, the 42nd day of the year. 77 is huge. You guys should know that by now. Um, the 78th average. I wonder if there's more to this 77 number. The name Tina equals kill. And the name Whitney Houston is 72, like Jesuit order as well. Hmm. Beverly Hills. Oh, there it is. Houston. Whitney Houston, that's 77 days after Tina Turner's birthday. The name Houston is 77. Like Secret Society, like Rosicrucian. That's probably what that was all about. That 77 ritual. Dying 77 days. I'm telling you, that's what I mean. When it comes to these big singles like that, they find a way to connect them. Like I noticed, while I started noticing that when I started decoding rappers, I noticed how many rappers would die, and they would die in connection to Jay-Z, who's the biggest rapper in the industry. Like for example, when they sacrificed the rapper Ching's Drugs, I noticed that Ching's Drugs had the same birthday as Jay-Z. I'm like, what are the odds? All right, born December 4th, and he died on May 17th, which is 201 days before his birthday. I'm like, look at that. So he died 201 days before Jay-Z's birthday, which is also his own birthday. And people like what's that guy named UGK, rapper UGK, I think his name is. This guy's name Pimp C. Look what day Pimp C died. He died on December 4th, and he has that song with Jay-Z. He died on Jay-Z's birthday, actually. I think Jay-Z's 38th birthday. But he has a song with Jay-Z, Big Pimpin', and dies on his 38th birthday. I mean, come on. I started noticing that. I'm like, damn. So these rappers are dying in connection to the big name rappers like Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac, and those are other names, right? Think about how many rappers died connecting to Tupac and Biggie. They're either dying on Tupac's death anniversary or Biggie's death anniversary. That's when I started noticing this stuff. I'm like, okay. So it's like the little fish are dying in connection to the big fish's death anniversary. Because Pimp C next to Jay-Z is a little fish. Like Jay-Z born, I think, the day that I think 1969. Yeah, Jay-Z was born in 1969. Right now, look at this. We go to calculator. This stuff is real easy. Pimp C died in 2007, which is 38 years ago. Yeah. 1969, 2007. 38 years. So on Jay-Z's 38th birthday, of course, rapper is 38. Pimp C passes away, and they have that song "Big Pimpin'." And here they are together with a Rockefeller hat on. You guys think he knew that he was gonna die on Jay-Z's 38th birthday? I don't know. Kind of spooky. I wouldn't take a picture with a guy that I know is gonna be connected to my death. I mean, it's kind of strange. But yeah, man, I started noticing the stuff with the rappers, man, and that's why, like, okay, I said, you know what? They're probably doing that with all genres. Tina Turner, man, the Queen of Rock and Roll. It's 201. So, Mr. Ike, yeah, man, I hate to say it, man, but I let the world know that this was gonna happen, and I did it on his birthday, coincidentally, not knowing that it was his birthday. I put up that post on October 3rd. And did we mention how the name Ike Turner is 59? I think we did. 59 and 40, 70, 59 and 76, like Negro, Rasta Slave Blues. And yeah, his cause of death, Kenny Felly, is another 76. Like his father died at 76. And what day did Ronnie die? Let's see. I know he died, 167 days before his mother's death. So December 8th, 2022. So he died 302 years, 300 days after. Okay, let's see. He also died on the day with 62 numerology. That's crazy. The ultimate sacrifice. Oh yeah, yesterday was also the day with 39 numerology, right? Turner is 39. The more we study this stuff, I'm telling you, we're gonna get more accurate in predicting exactly who they go after. It's only a matter of time before you start, naming people by name and say, "Hey, Ike Turner Jr., be careful on October 4th, a day after his 67th birthday, because that's the ultimate 59 date numerology. And of course, your mother died in a 4259 ritual, just like your father did, and both of your brothers did as well." You know, a day after his birthday, man. Mm-mm-mm. They refer to him as Ike Jr. What's that about? The name Ike is 56, like Society of Jesus. So this is Jacqueline Burlock, who did the autopsy, who's also his cousin. Let's see how she fits in. Her name is 76. According to Burlock, Ike died from kidney failure. Really? Sure it wasn't arsenic poisoning on the day leaving 88 days after the year? This stuff is really amazing how, all these black celebrities, I can't, like, it's hard for me to believe that they don't know what's going on, man. I know I was going to talk about Coolio. Like, I mean, you guys should have already knew about what they did with Coolio. Coolio died. Not only was he 59 years old. Oh my gosh. September 28th, 2022. Let's go revisit that date in history. September 28th, 2022. Right? Now Coolio, his birthday is August 1st. Look what they did with Coolio, you guys. Look what they did with Coolio. So not only was Coolio, not only was he 59 years old when he passed away, but he died on the 59th day of his age on a day with 59 numerology. He got the trifecta 59 ritual. I think this has probably been the only time this has ever been done. I don't know another celebrity that got the triple 59. I just got the double 59. Actually, I got the triple 59. I'm bugging. They just did the triple 59 with Ike. Because Ike Turner's name equals 59. He dies on the 59th day on the 277th day of the year, the 59th prime number, on a day with 59 numerology. So they just did the triple 59 with Ike. But the last person I seen them do it with was Coolio. The triple 59. 59, the 59th day of his age, 59 years old, 59 day numerology. They got rid of Coolio. And now Ike, he gets the triple 59. Because his name is 59, 59 day numerology. 277th day of the year. So, man. So the 59 code strikes again. Yeah, but like I was saying, man, I don't know how these celebrities don't know what's going on by now. And because this is blatant racism. Blatant racism. I mean, Puff Daddy gets 4 years and 2 months. Man, on the OJ acquittal date, it's 50 months in prison. And Puff Daddy equals 42, like freak offs. Gets 4 years and 2 months in prison. He got so many names. What is it? Puff Diddy? Puff Daddy? P Diddy. That's the other one he uses. Anyway, I think we can leave it there. Yeah, man. Just watch out for next year, right? Next year, let's see. What's the I think next year. I don't know. I don't think next year's a leap year. Let's look up October 5th, 2026. Actually, I like doing it this way. Oh, sometimes it's the day leaving 277 days in a year. So yeah, so next year it will be October 4th again. Yeah, in the leap year it changes and it'll be October 3rd. So let's see, celebrities dead today in history, and then we could probably type in October 4th. So you go to this website, it tells you all the celebrities that have died on October 4th. Let's see how many black celebrities died on the 277th day of the year. Let's see. So we have an actress, Diane Carroll. They got rid of her on the 277th day of the year. 2019. Yeah, they got rid of her on a 33-day numerology. Okay. Another singer. Her name is 67 and 86 and 130 like human sacrifice. I mean, aren't these the same numbers that I just? Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna be able to convince you guys. Whatever. This is all a coincidence. Didn't we just say that how Tina Turner equals these same numbers? Look, Tina Turner, 67 130, 67 130. Diane Carroll, dead on the same day as Tina Turner's son. And like I was saying, because Diane Carroll is another singer. You see, this is what I'm saying. They always connect these singers. Diane Carroll dies the same day as Ike Turner Jr. in history. So there's probably a connection with that. She died at the age of 84. Of course, DJ's daughter is 84. Her birthday is 17/7, like how DJ's daughter is 177 and 84. And she gets the 59 ritual. And she also dies in LA like Ike Turner did. And let's see if there's any Diane Carroll and Tina Turner connections. Did they ever work together? Did they have a relationship? Diane Carroll and Tina Turner were two distinct and influential American entertainers from different fields who were likely not direct collaborators, but were contemporaries and icons within their respective areas of entertainment. That's kind of strange that they were both around the same age, and they never collaborated. Diane Carroll was a little older, but like 3 years older, 4 years older. That's funny. Okay, but I think we could leave it there. Yeah, but you guys can see. I mean, you guys see this stuff is no accident, man. This stuff is no accident. Let's take a look at October 3rd. Yeah, October 3rd is not the same as October 4th. St. Francis of Assisi died on October 3rd. Look at that. Then they had Pope Francis died 201 days after his death anniversary. Of course, Pope Francis was named after St. Francis of Assisi. For another coincidence. All right, you guys, enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your rig football. And I'll see you next time. Right? Rest in peace, Ike Turner. Peace.